how much of the, this is going to, you're not going to be able to give me an exact number, but how much of it is the value that you're bringing with the product offering, as opposed to the ability to build those relationships? And I am really curious about it, because you have such a valuable product that people need, they want. I mean, governments are pushing for companies to do it. Like there's so much behind it, a willingness, but yet you still have to kind of get through that door, build that trust. It's kind of an interesting thing you have to do.
It is, because all the stakeholders involved, you mentioned the governments and businesses and corporations, the end consumer, they all want this, the electrification, cleaner technology, lower emissions. So that's why the market's so great, because everyone wants it. But what's interesting is, well, why can't we have more of it? Because you look at the investment going into it. Mm-hmm. It's very complicated. And so to answer your question, certainly it's part of it's the product, but it's also selling to the manufacturer. We're not just providing an electric powertrain platform for you. We're also creating, a support network. There's a lot of other solutions along the whole ecosystem of how do you deploy a fleet of electric equipment or vehicles, out into the mining or the ag or the construction industry. And so, renewable microgrids, like how's the infrastructure going to work to charge these things? Mm-hmm. The power management side of it. Yeah. Of course, the development side and the design side of the powertrain itself, and the back end support. How do you train up this workforce? Because I think it's in the UK, something like 84% of their technicians are not properly qualified to safely work on EVs. So that's in the UK. If you think about the rest of the world, I'm sure it's even worse. Those are the type of solutions that we need to provide to our manufacturers. So when we go and establish this relationship, it's not just, I have this electric powertrain platform that will work for your application. It's, I want to partner with you, and here's the problems that you're going to have. Right. And here's how we are going to help you solve those problems. Right. And so it is a relationship, and because they have to believe you, they have to see that you've executed before, because once they partner with you, there's this stickiness, right? Because if they partner with us and then they throw 1,000 units out into the wild, they need to make sure that, that the support's going to be there on the back end.